Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another political episode. We have one ballot measure in the state of Louisiana. Let's get started. And this ballot measure, not really controversial. We talked a lot about controversial ballot measures in the ballot measure series of 2024. This one's not controversial, but however, it is geopolitical. When I mean geopolitical, you'll see this one has to do specifically with the coasts. When you see the coast here, you'll see every county except for, I don't think Washington Parish is a coastal county now I'm thinking about it. But yes, every coastal parish is, of course, every parish on the coast is voting strong support of the yes option. And it's actually the ones that are not really enthused with this option is going to be in the counties in central Louisiana. So, Louisiana Amendment 1, if passed, this amendment would require that federal money Louisiana receives from oil, gas, and renewable energy production on the outer continental shelf be directed into a coastal protection fund. And whether these are red counties, blue counties, it doesn't really matter, because these counties or these parishes, you'll see Cameron Parish, a very, very strong parish, very, very conservative. 90-80% in some elections for Republicans, 81% in support of this measure. You'll see same percentage here. Orleans Parish in more support of this ballot measure, or 83%. So coastal protection. And you'll see, I can understand why northern Louisiana is not really amused with this. You'll see they did support it. Anything to support the fellow Louisianans down south of the state, they're willing to do that. But they are not really in need of that money, funds. They're not benefiting from these federal money and these, of course, funds when it comes to this ballot measure. So this doesn't impact them in any way. So they're more inclined to say, no, first of all, where are we getting the money? Where's the money going to? How are the government and these funds how are they getting the money? Taxpayers, right? Every source of income, as you know, comes from the taxpayers. So, that the taxpayers are basically paying for, of course, the renewable gas and renewable energy production on the outer continental shelf. So Coastal Protection Fund, that's mainly in benefits to the coastal counties, including this is mainly coastal counties include Cameron, Vermilion Parish, Iberia Parish, St. Mary Parish, Terrebonne Parish, Lafarge Parish, along with Jefferson Parish, Plaquemines Parish, St. Bernard Parish, Orleans Parish. St. Tammy Parish is, you could say, arguably maybe the coast tip right here is a part of a coast, but it's entirely bordered with Louisiana and with Mississippi. So it's kind of hard to say, that St. Tammy Parish would benefit also. But I would argue this. Yes, these parishes, they do mostly benefit, even over the coast, because you know how Hurricane Andrew, I think it's Hurricane Katrina. Let's see, I keep getting them mixed up. The one that hit Louisiana, Katrina, I think, yeah. Yes, Orleans, Louisiana, Mississippi, yeah, it was Hurricane Katrina. Very, very devastating hurricane. I want to know, Hurricane Katrina impacted Louisiana parishes. Oh, I want to know which parishes were impacted. There's a map. Look here. This is a pretty good map here. So basically the parishes that were impacted by Hurricane Katrina, they are overwhelmingly supporting the ballot measure at hand. Obviously I wish that there was more to this a lot of map here. Parish or no, this is education blog. I want to know Okay. So it's probably over here that this side over here is probably what's impacting Hurricane Katrina. So you'll see this is the Hurricane Katrina map. Mississippi, Alabama, southern Florida, Louisiana really hit the state. That's probably one of the biggest catastrophes because unlike, sure, you got Miami, but you got New Orleans there. And also Baton Rouge. I remember that from the other video, but Baton Rouge's over there. So that is going to cause a lot of impact. Sure, there are parishes that weren't impacted by not that much. Cameron definitely got something, but that when it comes to the eastern coasts of Louisiana, they suffered the most. Counties, parishes in this case, that supported this ballot measure the most is Orleans Parish. You'll see right here, Orleans Parish, 83% in support. No, obviously, it's one of these. West Carroll County. West Carroll Parish. And obviously, it's further from the coast out of all of them. And they're saying no. They're probably saying, hey, you know what? No, actually, no. They said yes. Every county in Louisiana said yes. But West Carroll is not that amused. They're not that, hooray, we're going to give money to our fellow Louisianans. Yeah, they got 56% support of it. At least 44%. Over 1,000, almost 2,000 residents of West Carroll Parish said no. Why? Because then again, taxes, right? 26% of Louisianans were concerned about taxes. Does that mean they're selfish? No, it might mean that they're probably not in a good position for this, right? They're not in the right position for giving more money to the government, even though it's for a big cause. Like, for instance, it's mainly for renewable energy production, but it's also for coastal protection, meaning that if another hurricane came over again, I don't know what that hurricane was, but the two hurricanes that came right before the election, they managed to skip Louisiana. They went up north the South Atlantic coasts, including Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, even Virginia was very impacted there. So interesting. It was a huge hurricane there also, but ultimately you'll see coastal protection. Obviously, areas the parishes closest to the parish, even the Mississippi River parishes, because remember, coasts that does impact the Mississippi. It can go up and result of flooding there. So obviously, Baton Rouge is in support of this ballot measure. Going up Ponte Coupe, I think that's French. Ponte Coupe, I think that's how you say, because the word coupe, it's not coupe, it's coup in French. So Ponte Coupe, I think that's how you pronounce it in French. They're all in support of this ballot measure. Would I support this ballot measure? I don't know. I honestly do not know. It does depend on the income of the family. How is the family doing? Are you in the right position to support this? Obviously, if you are a family on the coasts of Louisiana, it would benefit you to support this ballot measure. But if you guys were looking at a ballot measure that was like controversial, left or right, obviously, we have everyone from all different ideologies. I would say the right the conservatives are probably fueling the no option more. But there is definitely a handful of conservatives, which is obviously the majority of Louisiana, that is supporting this ballot measure. Obviously, the people that, don't feel connection to the cause of supporting and giving money to the, of course, outer continental shelf, coming from northern Louisiana, they don't feel connection to the cause. They're not impacted by this that much, although it did result to a lot of storms. You'll see up here, you'll get hurricane, thunderstorm, all the way up to the Mississippi River and onward, like East Carroll, Madison Parish, Tensas Parish. They're being impacted, no doubt about it. But when in that dark red, obviously, Plaquemine Parish and St. Bernard Parish. They're probably the ones that suffer the most. But anyway, what do you guys think in regards to this ballot measure? Let me know down below. And as always, I'll see you all in the next political episode.